Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a Nintendo Switch USB-C to HDMI adapter. Let's get started. Alright, so if you have a Nintendo Switch, or at least you're considering a Nintendo Switch, you've heard horror stories of the Nintendo Switch dock. First and foremost, it's scratching the screen of the Nintendo Switch. Secondly, and most recently, it's been rumored that it heats up the Nintendo Switch as it does not allow enough heat to escape and ends up warping the Nintendo Switch. So, as an alternative to that, some people have actually purchased USB-C to HDMI adapters that plug into the base of the Nintendo Switch, and that eliminates the need for the Nintendo Switch dock altogether. So the product that I have today that replaces the need for a Nintendo Switch dock is by Wofalo. You can see it here. This is the actual box that it was shipped in. I'll do a quick unboxing here and then I'll flip the camera over so you can see it in action. So inside the box contains a little pamphlet here. It says happy on one side, get it positioned the right way, and unhappy on the other. And if you open it up, it'll say here, you can read that nice and clear, our friendly customer service team will work hard to put a smile back on your face. So if you see on the very bottom, this point right here, this is actually kind of interesting. If you register as a member on our official website, you can receive any one product for free. So I might be doing that later to see what I can get for free from these guys. And inside the actual box itself is the little converter. So there's the converter itself. It's actually not very big. I'll take it out of the box here. So you can see the converter there. On the top, it has a USB 3.0 port. On the other side, it has two USB 3.0 ports and a HDMI output. On this side, it's just got the regulations that it's passed, which is always nice to see on these things. I get skeptical when I don't see these things on there. You can see here, there are actually two of them. So this does require power. So what we'll do now is I'm going to flip over and I'm going to have my Nintendo Switch up and running. What I'll do is I'll do two side-by-side tests afterwards, and that'll show this running alongside the Nintendo Switch dock so you can see if there is any difference in picture. This is actually fairly tiny, so you can see here it fits right in the palm of my hand. It's not too bad. It's considerably smaller than a Nintendo Switch dock. So I'm just thinking here from my own point of view, this seems pretty portable. Alright, let's flip over, take a look at this thing in action. Alright, so here's the converter beside the Nintendo Switch dock. You can see it is considerably smaller than the dock itself. It's also extremely lighter than the dock. The width of it is also a lot smaller. Overall, it is pretty tiny compared to the dock. So what I'm going to do next is actually use the HDMI cord and the power supply for the Nintendo Switch on the Wofalo and go from there. Alright, so these are the cables from the Nintendo Switch dock itself that I use. This is the HDMI cable and this is the USB Type-C. Alright, so I have the hub here. I'm going to plug the power in. And I'm going to plug the HDMI cable in as well. And this USB Type-C here goes right into the Nintendo Switch. So I've got the Nintendo Switch with the game up and running already. And now I'm just going to plug this in and take a look on my monitor to see how it's running. So as you can see, the Nintendo Switch is running perfectly through this converter. I don't see an issue so far. And now if I take a look at the home menu itself, I can see that the Nintendo Switch is actually charging too. So that's nice to know that this little dock, well, converter really, charges the Nintendo Switch. So next up, I'm going to show a side-by-side comparison of the dock and of the converter to see if there are any noticeable video quality differences. Alright, so as always, what I like, what I don't like, and my overall thoughts. First and foremost, what I like that it works as advertised. It's advertised as a USB Type-C to HDMI converter, and it does it very well. I like that it's made out of metal, so it is a very solid construction and it feels like a quality product. I don't feel that I'm going to break it in my hands. Considering it is so small, I am glad it's made out of metal in that regard. I also like that this is extremely portable. So this is definitely something that you could carry around and set up somewhere else without much of a hassle. It's considerably smaller than the actual Switch dock, and that gets a big thumbs up from me. Lastly, I also like that it works with other devices than the Nintendo Switch. So if I wanted to use this with a Samsung Galaxy S8, if I wanted to use it with a MacBook Pro, I could. Unfortunately, I do not have a Galaxy 8 or MacBook Pro to test it out on, but considering how it works with a Nintendo Switch, I'm assuming it working with a MacBook Pro or working with a Galaxy S8, I don't see there being an issue at all. Now, what I don't like about this, I don't like that the USB-C connector, it's slightly snug. So if you saw me in my video, I was trying to put it into the Nintendo Switch and there was a bit of a struggle. I had to put a little bit more force than I would like on it, as well as taking it out. It was a little tight in there. So I didn't quite like that. I'm wondering if it will fix in time. But again, not a complete deal breaker. It's just something to make note of, and it might just be unique to the one I have too. And I didn't like the fact that there were no included power cables. However, if you are purchasing this for the Nintendo Switch, you can just use the included Nintendo Switch power cables, which is a huge bonus. The Nintendo Switch power supply as well as the HDMI cable worked well with this, and I had no issues directly using those. So my overall thoughts on this, it's similarly priced to the Nyko adapter that you can find for the Nintendo Switch on Amazon, and that adapter is just a plug standalone dock for the Switch without the sides on it. But this does appear to do a little bit more than the Nyko adapter. So the Nyko adapter is specifically for the Switch, whereas this can also be used with MacBook Pro and Galaxy S8. I also think this relieves a bit of stress where you don't really have to worry about the Nintendo Switch dock scratching your screen or warping your Nintendo Switch anymore. So this takes that out of the way. All right, so on Amazon.com here, the price of the Wofalo is $62.88, and that's in America. In Canada, the price of this adapter is $74.99. All right, so what I'm going to do is leave a link to both of these in the description below. Please let me know what you think about this converter. Let me know if there's anything else on the market. I'm not saying this is the be-all, end-all of converters by any stretch of the imagination. This is just one option to choose from out there. Also, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, leave a like. If you don't like this video, leave a like. That's all I've got for today. Thank you, everyone. Take care.